Hello everybody, welcome to a Crafter's Story. Hi, it's Celeste here. Thank you for stopping by. So a little while ago, maybe it was a week, I'd say, on one of the Facebook groups that I follow, a lady put on, she shared with us that she had found an old box and she was able to very carefully pull the old tape off the box. And which is incredible because it all stayed intact, and she was so happy because that type of tape is like gold, you just don't find it. And this is my creation, so this is not that tape, but I just thought to myself, chances that I'm going to find tape like that even in a vintage store is probably pretty minimal. It's scarce, it just is. And everybody was raving about it and telling her how lucky she was, which she was. And then I thought, well, there has got to be a way to reproduce a tape to make it look old, right? And so this is my attempt at doing that, and I want to share it with you. I've taken 4 different types of tape just to see how it would work, and the first one is packaging tape. There's not a whole lot left on here, but there'll be enough for me to do another strip. The second one is some surgical fabric tape, and then I have some regular Scotch tape, which is this third one, and then the fourth one that I tried is masking tape. I think that all of them are going to be gorgeous and really useful to me in my collage and craft projects, but the one that I really wanted to concentrate on, because it's the one that this lady shared with us, is this one. And it is supposed to be, it's supposed to look old and weathered and stained, and I think I did accomplish that. Of course, with how I did it, I took all the sticky off the back, but I really love this. And what was nice is that I could take the shine off as well. I'm talking too much. I should just show you, and then I can explain to you what all this stamping and pen marks are and how I experimented. So I'm going to put this aside, and I've got a nice clean sheet here. So let's get some of the packing tape down. And I had it, oh there. I was going to say I did give myself a corner, so I don't go searching for it. So let's put some of this package tape down. Cut that off. And let's go down with the fabric tape. And this fabric tape is the same one that I use when I make my homemade washi. That I've made that on previous videos. Some homemade washi tape, and then here is our Scotch tape. Let me get that down as well, like that. And then the masking tape is our last one. Get a piece of that down. Now there's nothing fancy here. I have the tape down. It's on one of these cutting board sheets that I get at the dollar store, and I'm going to take some. This is the color I use. Doesn't have to be the color that you use. It's just the one that I have, and that looked really good when I tried it, and it's the chestnut from Apple Barrel. And I'm going to just do a little bit, sort of like that, maybe even a bit too much, but I can always mop it up. And I'm going to come in with a spray bottle, some water, just regular everyday water. Well, do you get I suppose you get tap water. Let me stop being silly. Everyday water. Oh, what am I saying? I have a large brush. Doesn't have to be this large, it just happens to be the one I've got, and I'm going to spread the paint, cover the tape, and really just make sure. And if some of that water gets under the tape, between the tape and this cutting board. It's okay, because once you're done with all of this, it's not going to retain a lot of its stickiness. That you're using far too much water, and so I think I might have put down a little too much paint. And it doesn't matter for the packing tape and the scotch tape, because I can just dab it up. But I think it's going to matter a little bit with the fabric and that stuff, the masking tape. I'm just going to get a little bit, I'm going to get my tissue out, mop up a little bit, maybe not too much. Can always come back in, I guess. Oh, look at that. That could be nice. Oh, collage fodder. That is pretty. Everything has potential in a craft room. Okay, so let me go in with a little bit. I'm just going to kind of dab it, and maybe dab that one as well. Just get a blot. We want this blotchy effect, right? So alright, so that's going to have to dry, and I'm going to play around with the ones that I made previously, but what's going to happen here is that this is going to dry, and then I'm going to come in with some, not on the fabric tape and not on the masking tape, but on the two plastic tapes. I'm going to come in with some Mod Podge or gel medium, and I'll explain in a second. Let me just put my potential collage tissue to the side and put this to the side where it can dry, and I pull out these guys that are already dry. So on this side of this tape I put down some Mod Podge. On this side of the dry tape I did not, and whilst it didn't look any different, I found that when I started using things like the Sharpies or perhaps the acrylic paint pens, which I used there and there, can you see the difference? I'm going to see if I can bring this up without it blurring on us. This one is more solid than that one in terms of taking paint pens, because I think this is more still of the plastic tape, whereas this one has that gel medium or Mod Podge on it. So if you're going to use this where you want to stamp on it, then I'm going to suggest to you that you use the Mod Podge, and if you are just going to use it as is without stamping or drawing on it, then you don't have to if you don't want to. But I'm going to use this just because I want to show you what it might look like as the binder or the binding or the what do you call this? This part. It just escaped my brain. On a little oh Celeste, on this little journal, never mind. And I could actually, I'm just thinking, I'm wondering if this thinner tape would be nice, or if would I use this thinner tape here. I mean, that could look nice as well, to put this on the spine. It's a spine. Put it on the spine. Terrible. Oh gosh. Okay, so that could actually look nice as part of the spine. It could look nice just as a tape and part of a collage. I was hoping to use this thicker one, but wider one should I rather say, but I think it's going to be too wide in this little journal. Let's see, maybe not. It's going to cover a little bit, maybe not, hey? Wonder if I can. Yeah, that's not bad, and it's got some of its sticky left, but it's obviously not going to be enough to stay. So I'm going to get my stick glue out and just get a little bit of glue down here. This is what I love about this tape, is that I think I'm going to be able to use it not only as a cover for a spine, but maybe even for a decorative belly band. Obviously collage fodder is an option, as a kind of washi tape, decorative tape. It's just so rustic looking, and that's the part I think I like the most about making this tape. And this lady that shared her tape with us kind of sparked this idea for me. I'll keep this little piece. I think I can use it somewhere. Oh, it does still have, let me get that. Let me see if I can open that up again. There we go. Okay, so that is still a nice piece that I could use in a collage somewhere. So I'll put that aside. Oh, I need to cut off a little bit more here. Cut skew. And there. I'll cut skew there too. And I probably could have done a better job at securing this, but there we go. Neaten it up a little bit. I think it looks gorgeous. Alright, so I feel like I rushed it a little bit. I didn't mean to, guys, I'm sorry. But that actually does look really good. And I think I should do a tiny little collage. Let me get some paper. Well, what turned out to be just me wanting to show you how to make this tape went completely sideways, and we landed up with a collage. But I think at the end of the day, what I was trying to do, you guys, is to not only show you this tape and that you can make a tape that looks somewhat vintage. This one has a little more brown paint on it than my original did, and so this one definitely has, I think, more of a vintage look to me, in fact, just me, than the one that I used in the collage. It has more of that see-through sort of vintagey look that you might have once you've pulled it off an old box or whatever it might be. Whereas this one, I think I went a little overboard in terms of the paint. Here on the side, I think is more of that little piece there. That's more what I think I should be looking at achieving, because this brown that's kind of speckly brown with the see-through pieces, maybe more what you would get if you were ripping it off a box. But my creative juices went berserk. And there we got this. I have two little bits that I just want to add to places where I think it's maybe a bit bare. I'm going to put a little dragonfly there, and I'm going to put a layered paper flower up top over here, and I think now I'm happy, and it finishes it off. So the tape is this tape here, this paper, or not paper, sorry, this Scotch tape is maybe a better example as well, and that is maybe what you would find if it had been, you know, if there was water damage and dirt, or if that's pieces of the cardboard that pulled off and stuck to the back of the tape. That was the idea that I was going for. So play around and see what it is that you feel that you can do with your tape. I've just used it on the spine of a book, and I remember the word spine. I'm very proud of myself. On the spine of a little mini journal. Looks really, really nice. Got that rustic feel. And then I had a couple of the different pieces, but this main piece here is the one that I really like. And I think if I were to just pretend, do a pretend frame, something like that would be nice, right? I think that would look really nice, to make sure that I had all those pretty leaves and some of this gold accent. Yeah, I think that would be really nice. Let's bring it down so you can see a bit better. There we go. I hope that this was inspirational to you, and that it's something that you want to try, and that you have creative juices that go berserk like mine. There's no telling where your thoughts might go when it comes to collage. And yeah, it was an idea that I wanted to share. So thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.